Be a people person. Effective leadership through effective relationship. John C. Maxwell. What draws me to people? A good personality always attracts. It is primarily the qualities of a person that play a significant role in defining an individual's personality, as they show the way a person prefers to treat others. Similarly, the way an organization treats its customers plays a vital role in its success or failure too. Research shows that a company that provides low-quality services to its customers can face any of the following outcomes. Some customers will tell about their worst experience to others, or 2 out of the 3 people will never come back to that store again, or the higher authority will never come to know of the reason for their customers leaving them. The most significant aspect that can help a company from collapsing is their response. The companies that are responsive have a higher chance of maintaining a good image in the market. The only way we can understand someone's problems is by putting ourselves in their shoes. We must treat others the way we want to be treated. This further opens doors for others to learn from you and improve themselves. Let's look at some of the ways we want others to treat us. Encouragement is something that everyone loves to receive. We feel confident and assertive among the people who value us and make us realize that we are filled with tremendous abilities. Since you become the candle that lights the way for others, you show them the things they are capable of doing, and make them understand that the power to achieve their dreams only lies in their own hand and not in someone else's. Appreciating others can create a healthy relationship. If one does not treat others nicely, then they should not expect others to treat them with kindness either. Forgiveness is a big virtue and not everyone possesses it. Guilt, shame and feelings of dissatisfaction are always looming around those who find it hard to forgive others. Not everyone is a good listener, although it is something that we have a dire need of in our society. One cannot expect to get in others' good books unless they learn to take out some time to listen to them. If communication is done in the right manner, simple and straightforward, then it definitely decreases chances of misunderstandings. You need to know the significance of every individual that comes in your life. Understanding and helping people will open doors of opportunities and friendship, something which is vital for creating a friendly and healthy environment. What draws others to me? If you need to become a people person, you need to develop certain traits that enhance the charisma of your personality. People who are charismatic consist of the following characteristics: concern, help, action, results, influence, sensitivity, motivation, and affirmation. Let's look into the above characteristics in a little more detail. Concern. When people are around a charismatic person, they can feel the positive vibes since they genuinely care about the needs and interests of others. Help. Charismatic people are full of grace, they are concerned about others' benefits. They also know that every problem can be resolved with a positive attitude. Action. Charismatic people develop their creativity and your confidence. They are energized and enthusiastic towards life. Results. Charismatic people aim for winning in whatever they do, however, they do not believe in attaining success by making others feel dejected. Influence. Charismatic people are tremendous leaders. They are honest to their title and leave a positive influence on the people around them. Sensitivity. Charismatic people are capable of handling any kind of situation wisely. They are willing to take risk and step out of their comfort zone to make others feel comfortable. Motivation. Charismatic people never let go of hope no matter how hard the situation is. Affirmation. Charismatic people know that their affirmation will give rise to productivity and confidence in others. Charisma is a quality that can be developed by anyone. Avoiding and overcoming these factors can open ways of becoming a charismatic person. Becoming a person people want to follow. Strong leadership in the time of need is crucial. Unfortunately, we do face absence of it during times when it is highly required. With time, power has changed its perception in the eyes of people, which is the reason why we see so much violence and inhumanity around us. A leader must be a combination of the following qualities. A true leader has a sense of calling towards their rightful duties. Effective leaders are disciplined in their daily lives. They keep firm faith in God despite the complex situations. Good leaders are capable of communicating visually with their people. They are never afraid to take risks in crises, but take them as opportunities. A great leader finds true happiness in helping and serving others. A leader should be honest and sincere about their words. Motivating people for their benefit. It is important to realize that persuasion regarding any matter should be related to a positive outcome. Persuasion does not make use of force or intimidation. Before persuading others, we must first be true to ourselves and clear about the goals we want to achieve. One should keep in mind the 5 C's in order to achieve their goals: consideration, the required response; credibility, steps to get the required response; content, things to say to get the required response; conviction, way to say it; conclusion, steps to be taken to get the required response. To put oneself in others' shoes is essential for successful results. Be aware of the specific reasons why the other person requires persuasion, and what is there about your goals that they resist. One can ask the following 3 questions for better outcome. What do they know? What do they feel? What do they want? A good leader is always there to discuss the issues without any hesitation, as it saves them from a future confusion and misunderstanding. Keeping other person's perspective in mind can help a leader in motivating them effectively. Since they now understand the other person's position clearly, they can provide them suggestions accordingly. Good leaders are trusted by their followers who are willing to support them and stand by them through thick and thin. Effective risk-taking makes a competent leader. It is a competent leader who has the audacity to face strong resistance. These people are prepared to stand by their stance and take consequences. Good leadership is also about restraint and knowing when to quit. How to be a person people respect. Leadership is not a position that one is given. It is earned by being faithful. Leadership and credibility are directly linked to one another. Leaders are to live a higher standard than followers. Due to their position, they are more prone to attacks. According to biblical principle, leaders will be judged differently as compared to an average person. A leader of course has their strengths and weaknesses. However, they are disciplined in their daily lives. In reality, leadership requires massive responsibility. Once a person qualifies for that position, they are bound to give greater sacrifices for the good of others. It is important for a leader to spend some time with God, as it will greatly help them to stay disciplined and true to their duties. They will be aware that God is always looking at them and that they will soon be answerable for the steps they take. A leader should ask 3 basic questions to analyze if their objectives and goals are correctly aligned. What are my motives? How should this be done? When it should be done? Am I accountable to someone in authority? Am I overly concerned with image building? Am I honest about my weaknesses? These questions can help to analyze if a leader is doing things for a greater purpose or not. They can also help us understand and recognize the resources that can produce the expected results and the correct time for execution. A good leader understands the significance of their position and power. They are always eager to change themselves for the better and help bring positive improvements in the society. They also believe that God has chosen them for this noble purpose, which makes them even more passionate towards spreading goodness all around and motivating others to do the same. Lastly, they are well aware of their weaknesses and constantly work on them to stay focused towards the ultimate goals. You can be an encourager. Encouraging people is necessary in every domain of life, including the workplace. However, encouraging them for the right reasons is even more crucial. It is highly significant for managers and leaders to possess the quality of encouraging others, since it is the very element that will motivate the employees. If the element of encouragement is removed from the equation, it can result in damaging situations. Leaders have to determine what kind of behavior deserves reward and encouragement. It is also important to realize that simply rewarding is not enough, but rewarding for the right reasons is the correct approach that can provide long-term benefit to the organization. It is important to let the employees know how to exhibit positive attitude at workplace. The staff should know the significance of goal setting to attain objectives that can help the organization achieve long-lasting success. The qualities that should be rewarded are as follows: positive attitude, loyalty, creativity, taking risks, decision-making, working smarter, discipline, simplification, quality not speed or quantity, consistency, team player. Rewards should be meaningful instead of just pouring out a few words of encouragement and thinking that the job is done. Similarly, rewards should be purposeful and have a meaning so that they can leave a positive impact on the employee. Monetary rewards work best in these scenarios. However, other rewards like giving time off, assigning enjoyable tasks, etc. can also do the job. Employees should set their priorities and encourage to work smarter to achieve productive outcomes. Being a true leader, you need to encourage the staff to improve shortcomings and enhance personal growth opportunities. Skillful use of simple encouragement is your key to help other people succeed. Loving difficult people. Maintaining relationships is not easy, especially when you have to deal with a difficult person. It is important to realize and accept that a person is only responsible for their own actions and how they treat others, but not responsible in any way for how others treat them. Difficult people can be classified into different types, such as Sherman tank personality, who always think that only they are right. Similarly, people with space cadet personality have their own world and like to live in it. Volcano personality is highly unpredictable as they can blow up at any time. Thumbsucker personality knows how to manipulate others to get the work done. Wet blanket personality is always busy in playing the blame game. Garbage collector personality is even worse, as these kinds of people are only focused on negativity. One can handle these kinds of personalities by providing them unconditional love, asking God to give the required wisdom to tackle them, not taking their negative impact, not raising them to higher authority positions, and staying honest to Lord, them and self. Relationships consist of processes, and it is important to understand them to know what happens to us during each stage. Honeymoon stage is the first step based on an imaginary view of an ideal relationship. Specific irritation is when you start to see the reality. General discomfort is a negative trait that makes us so frustrated that we start to discuss it openly with others. Try harder is when one tries to make improvements by struggling hard. Exhaustion is where you are about to give up. Separation is the final stage where the relationship ends completely. Relationships can be saved if both the parties are willing to compromise and focus on each other's positive traits. In order to refrain from reaching the end points of a relationship, one can take the following steps during hard times. All the people who are involved in that situation must come together for settlement. Believe in the real truth and facts instead of believing in rumors. Don't make decisions in anger. Be simple and straightforward in letting the other person know the things that are troubling you. Listen to what the other person has to say. Keep comprehensive records. Don't carry grudges, as it can damage all the other positive efforts done to mend relationship. Honesty and taking responsibility are the vital ingredients of a prolonged and healthy relationship. Being a person people trust. We can teach others to be good, but one must also practice the goodness they preach. Some of the steps that you can take to be an encourager are as follows. Learn to appreciate others for who they really are. Keep a positive view about the people you are working with. Good character plays a vital role to become a real encourager. Teach them skills and then encourage them to use those skills for professional or personal growth. Encouragement allows us to experience our true abilities, which at times we are not even aware of. Undoubtedly, it plays a vital role in everyone's life. Developing a winning team. A team that has the same purpose can never fail in achieving greater heights of success. A team can only become strong if it has the following characteristics. It always aims for winning, it is not afraid to take risks, it believes in the power of consistent hard work, it believes in the power of encouraging every member since the role of every individual is vital for the team's success. Organizations must hire people who are ready to work with them for their cause. They should be able to understand the organization's motto and target clearly instead of working for their own personal benefits. The ultimate formula to know if a candidate is ideal for the job is relationship plus attitude talent plus expectation equals production. Let's look into this formula in a little detail. Relationship: leaders should provide input to their members by respecting them, being honest to them, by being easily approachable and by having confidence in their own abilities. Attitudes: a person with a negative mindset should never be hired, no matter how talented they are. Talent: the interests and values help in comprehending the level of talent in a person. Expectations: leader and staff both should be well aware of what is expected of them from each other. One of the difficult jobs as a leader is probably to fire an employee. Leader must be sure about the fact that it is not only them who has some problems with the employee. If the problem is personal and not shared, then they must find other solutions to solve the problem. It is a harsh act to fire someone all of a sudden. The best approach is to give the person in question a probation period to improve their shortcomings, and staying soft during this period. Be prepared for the worst reaction by the employee. You can even guide them towards some options while letting them go, in order to help them on their way out. A leader should be an inspirational figure, a motivator, and a guide to their team. They should let their followers explore and bring out the creativity to fulfill goals of an organization. Lastly, a good leader is the one who always stands side by side to his team. What we learnt. What was the core message that we got from this book? A good personality always attracts others. We should consider treating others the way we want to be treated. Encouragement is something that everyone loves to receive. Appreciation is the key element to attain success, as appreciating others can help create a healthy relationship. Forgiveness is a big virtue and not everyone is capable of doing it. When people are unable to understand us, we feel dejected. It is important to understand the significance of every individual that comes in your life. Leaders should have the kind of personality that can attract others towards them. A confident person can overcome any challenge without fear, as confidence provides self-satisfaction. Strong leadership in time of need is crucial.